Listen, I'm all for like keeping your house, the way you want to keep it. I wouldn't go into someone's house and be like, oh, this is disgusting. I would do this. I would do this. Sometimes if it's a hotel, I'm like the hotel inspector. But there are some things that I think are like impractical, right? Like when people do things, when people like they make their bed and then every morning they put a tray with a candle and books on, and it's like, that tray doesn't stay there. You don't light that candle. That's a fire hazard. That kind of thing. Or when you have like a million cushions on your bed and you have to take them off every single night and then pop them back on every single morning. Impractical. Looks nice. Looks great. Not practical. There's this new thing happening. I don't know if it's new. Something tells me it's new because I've never really heard much of it. And it's called FRIDGE-SCAPEING, right? Like landscaping, but fridge. So your fridge freezer. It's basically where you look in your fridge and you scape it. I'm going to show you some examples. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, what a great idea for house parties, right? Like you have people over, maybe you're having a theme night or something like that, and someone's like, can I have a drink? And you're like, yeah, you know where the fridge is, go and help yourself. And I open it up, FRIDGE-SCAPE, mini mountains with cows on, and it's a dairy themed party. I don't know, that might be something they do in certain parts of Europe, but I was like, great idea. Then I found out this is just how people do their fridges. Like this is how people keep their fridges all the time. It's so impractical. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. I hate it. I'll be honest with you, I hate it. Well, you decide. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. This is my reaction channel for people who are new here or just stumbled across this channel instead of my other one. Completely separate. We're almost at 100,000. So thank you, I really, really appreciate it. Comment down below, even if it's just like some random emoji. Let me try and explain it to you first, right? These all have like copyright music on, so I'm gonna talk over it. Where did FRIDGE-SCAPING come from? Now, if you look at this image, let's play a game of spot the food, right? You can see milk, there's milk, sure. Here it is, here's the milk. What's that, like a cabbage? And I can't tell if this is food or decoration, but there are like jars with plants in. Family pictures. Is that shells or prawn crackers? Petals. There are petals everywhere, which I'm sure actually keep really well in a fridge. Now imagine opening this fridge just on the daily and being like, yeah, I'm gonna have myself a glass of milk. It's like, oh, mind the petals, mind the picture of my grandparents. Okay, where did FRIDGE-SCAPING come from? I don't know when the term became a thing, but I suspect GE and Frigidaire had a lot to do with the concept. Okay, but this is just an organized fridge with fridge belongings in it. You know what I mean? From the 40s to the 60s, refrigerator companies created a picture of a perfect fridge and family life. They absolutely did. I mean, this is the ugliest kitchen I've ever seen in my life. But looking in the fridge items, it looks like maybe she's putting a book back, but I'm pretty sure that's just butter. They would even provide organizational tips and advertisements and user manuals. People do kind of do that now as well, don't they? They do it on like, you go on like, I got all this stuff from Amazon and this kind of stuff. Which reminds me, we're not talking like fridge organization here, right? We're talking decorating the inside of your fridge. But again, even looking at this picture, all fridge belongings, there's not a picture frame in sight. The post-war era saw a rise in consumerism and an emphasis on modern, stylish living. Yeah. Okay, still again, lots of fridge items. Home magazines like Good Housekeeping had articles about aesthetics and organization, often recommending decorative bowls and containers. Okay, leaning that way, but is that not just Tupperware? Economists even played a role, suggesting the idea of shopping with a meal plan and designing your refrigerator around that. So shopping with like, yeah, I'm gonna get some milk, butter, vegetables, and then you can block them off. Sure, that makes sense. Bear in mind, this was a time period where, having meat just out in a fridge like that makes me feel uncomfortable. I know that's something they used to do. Is that how they used to model fridges back then? Would you try FRIDGE-SCAPING? No. But also as well, this isn't comparable to what they did. A lot of this stuff, right? A lot of time period back then when they were doing this kind of shit, like, oh, look at the jello in the fridge, was for entertaining. They were entertaining people. Open the fridge. Oh, look how lovely it is. You know, this isn't fridge-scaping. This is keeping things in the fridge that belong in the fridge, right? Okay, listen to this horrible AI voice explain it a little bit more.
Fridge-scaping is the new and quirky trend that allows you to elevate your
I approve. This is the only thing I approve of.
refrigerator through decoration. Have you heard of fridge-scaping? This cool trend is taking over the internet, and it's all about making your fridge not just functional, but a stylish part of your kitchen decor. Fridge-scaping is like an art form that focuses on aesthetics. Instead of stashing food wherever, people are using uniform storage containers, color-coordinated produce, and even flowers to create a beautifully organized space. It goes beyond merely keeping it clean and organized. Imagine opening your fridge to a display that looks straight out of a design magazine. Now that's satisfying. The idea aligns with a preference for a more organized and design-conscious lifestyle, where every corner of the home, including the refrigerator, becomes an expression of taste and personality.
I love it. I used to always put my fruit and stuff in jars anyways, but when I saw the TikToker that had a picture of her cat and the flowers, I was like, oh yeah, it's okay to be this extra, and I love it. It's just something that brings me a small piece of joy with everything we have going on in the world.
Okay, let me just go back to this, right? This is, in my opinion, organized. Looks great, right? Whatever this is, fine. This, you know, you can access it. You can access it. This frame isn't in anyone's way. The flowers are kind of in a way of whatever this is. But then all this is free. I don't know about you. I barely have enough room in my fridge as it is, let alone putting in flowers and a picture of my dogs, which I absolutely would.
Its origins trace back to interior designer Kathy Perdue's blog in the early 2010s, Good Life in Design, where she used term to describe this style. Today, fridge-scaping has evolved into a fun and functional way to add a little joy to your daily routine. So what are you waiting to join this new trend and start pimping your refrigerator?
Okay, let's have a look at some tips. So, you want to fridge-scape? I don't. Not yet. My mind might be changed by the end of this video. Who knows? Oh, turn that copyright down. 3 tips for beginners in full details. Start small. Oh, that's not small. 2, think about food storage, which is what your fridge is for. 3, lead test antiques. Sure. One thing I've noticed in some of these videos actually is these candles, like these electronic candles. Fridges can get like pretty moist, right? Pretty wet inside sometimes. Not like crazy wet, but I wonder if their plants help absorb that. Fridge-scaping and product storage. Okay. I've been given a lot of grief about the way I store things, right? And while a lot of people aren't wrong, they're also missing the context, which is that I can store things this way because I have meal plans. Oh, so they're saying read the caption. So, see, this is another thing, right? That my mind can't get hold of because I'm not that organized, and that's a me issue. Is you then have to, okay, so you have to plan your meals, what day you're gonna eat it, and we all know one of those days you're gonna be like, should we just order? And then at the same time, you have to have the right amount, how you're gonna store it, what you're gonna store it in. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much prep for just getting something and shoving it in the fridge. Listen, they are also themed. People do like full-on themes around their fridge. What's it called again? What's it called? Fridge-scaping. So this is a Hobbit one. Copyright. Hobbit refrigerator restock. Okay. What's Hobbit about this though? Oh yeah, clean. Oh, plants on the outside. Wash them. Absolutely wash them. They look quite nice. Very earthy. I do question milk in containers like that. Like, I know they used to do it in the olden times, but that was like the olden times. Oh, that's a little dog. Okay, what's Hobbit about this? So you're going to put like a tiny little door in it somewhere? I get the wood things. Is that offensive to hobbits? So we're like, yeah, everything you use is made out of wood. Was that factual? Okay. It's almost like refusing the modern life and being like, oh, little door. And being like, you know what? I want to feel like I'm in a medieval tavern every time I open my modern day fridge. Yeah, I don't get the candles. I don't get the candles. That scares me. I just think it's a bit impractical. There's a lot to move, and it's almost like you lay out a display, and then you have to like, oh, I need this, now I need to move this and pop that back exactly where I found it. It's just a lot when you just want to open it and close it. Okay, Cowboy Edition. This could be fun. A whole horse taking up... How much room did that horse take up in that shelf, though? A whole cowboy boot. Whatever that is. That thing. Another candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces of food and some condiments. A shelf. Wait, let's count. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 sauces and condiments, which I definitely have more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a very empty fridge. I'm assuming this person lives alone, because that is empty. No? Like, who has enough room in their fridge to be putting a whole horse in the shelf? Obviously not a full, but like a toy horse. Mexican edition. Let's have a look. That's the music. Okay. To me, that's unorganized and crazy. Like, I get the, you know, the Mexican vibe of it being colorful and bright and all this kind of stuff. Is that? Oh my God. Oh God. I can't. It would be like doing this. It would be like going... Have you ever seen the video of a bird, like, hopping around the glasses? It gives me that vibe, like something's gonna break.
Got it.
Christopher! You weren't supposed to fly in. Prince. Get out!
Your bumhole is wet and you're rubbing it on everything. Why are you so happy?
You don't know when, but something is gonna break. Look, we've got family in the background here. There's something in a cup. Is that a wrestler in a cup? This is... Okay, let's just see if I can maneuver. Here you go. And all those things look so fragile. And like, this is just taking up so much room. Where's the food? Imagine being a kid and having a fridge like this in a clubhouse. That's wallpaper. I'm going to grab more peel and stick from DT tomorrow and the wall decor. Then done. Until next time. I'm sorry. That is peel and stick wallpaper in a fridge. Surely, again, the moisture. Surely, and I'm sorry, but I'm so anti-chocolate in the fridge. Maybe American chocolate, but UK chocolate in the fridge. It just makes it so hard and it goes weirdly white. Okay, so this is a lot of room on one shelf to be taken up by 4 of these things. One spot, like you could put all of these in a line behind each other and have this whole area free. Oh, those wafers don't belong in the fridge. Why are they in the fridge? You can't just put everything in the fridge. That's a cupboard food. Store in a cool, dry place, I believe it would say. Oh, some crystals. Oh, I'm down for some crystals in the fridge. This one is playing like Bridgerton music, like ooh, you know, orchestra. So I guess it's going to be a Bridgerton theme. Even though it just looks like a lot of old containers. This one kind of has a bit more containers, things like that. So I guess it makes more sense. And a picture of a cat. I'm down for pictures of cats in fridges. Okay, perhaps a question we've all been asking. What's the point? Fridge-scaping. What's the point? They say full details and captions, but I'm not going there. 1, it helps me keep better track of produce. I wonder how. It encourages me to try new foods. How? I cook more than ever. I can see that. I have less food waste. I can see that too, because you can visibly see it, I guess. My refrigerator's always clean. Listen, here's the deal. If it makes you happy, then that's great. Is it something I would choose to do? No. But not everyone has to live by my rules. That would make me a dictator. But let me know what you think of fridge-scaping down below. Let's play a little game. If you had to fridge-scape your fridge, to a theme, what would it be? I think I would do like a 1950s beauty salon, and I would have little chairs that spin around with milk on, you know? All right, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.